Kia ora. Welcome to Edge Learning. In this video we're going to have a look at the Edge Library Stocktake procedure. I'm just going to go through it simply. There are webinars available to go through this in greater detail. So what we're going to do is go through a cleanup of last year's missing at Stocktake and other removed items. Then going to scan the items, print out any Stocktake lists, and then finally Stocktake cleanup. You make the items missing at Stocktake. So we're going to start with Utilities and Cleanup. In here we can change items to inactive, and so it's important before you start a Stocktake that any items that you don't want to Stocktake are made inactive. So we're going to choose our library. We're going to choose all the items that are missing at Stocktake from last year. We'll preview those, and then we can proceed to make those items inactive. If you have any other item statuses where the items are currently active and you want to remove them, now's a good time to do them as well. So perhaps you might have items that are withdrawn. So go through and check and see if you want to remove any of those. Just be aware, perhaps some of the ones that are missing or lost, they might show up as a part of the Stocktake. If you are going to leave any of the items that are missing or even missing at Stocktake in for the Stocktake in the hope that they show up, then make sure you get a list of them before you start off with the Stocktake so that you know which ones of those are missing from this year and which are missing from last year. That's why we normally would make all the items that are missing at Stocktake inactive. Right, having sorted out all those inactive items, we can now go to Utilities and to Stocktake. And now the first thing that we normally would do is unstocktake all items. This is something you would do once. You don't want to repeat that partway through the Stocktake. And then we would scan in the barcodes of the items. Be aware it may beep at you and give you a message. For example, the item is already stocktaken, or it might say this item is currently listed as missing at Stocktake. Do you want to make it current and proceed? We really shouldn't have any of those, but some people work it that way. Likewise, if they're lost. And the same thing happens when returning items that are not current. It will give you this sort of warning and ask you if you want to make it current. Note that I'm just doing a simple Stocktake of all items. You can be specific about the library. You can do this by location or by subject or other ways. You can get a list of the items by clicking on these three lines and going Export PDF or Export CSV. And likewise down below in the unstocktaken items, you can get that list of the items that have not been stocktaken. So you'd expect over the course of the day or days that you are going through and scanning all the items, they're going to move from that bottom list of unstocktaken items up to the top list of stocktaken items, and the numbers will change accordingly, and you'll see those down at the bottom there. Once you've finished, you will spend some time endeavoring to find any of the items that are still in the unstocktaken list that they may have been put elsewhere, work out what's happened to those. Once that's done, you are ready to print out your Stocktake lists. Under Reports and Catalog Reports, we can go to Stocktake Detail. Here you can divide this up as you need to divide it up, looking for all the items that are stocktaken, or more likely the items that are unstocktaken, those that are missing. You can also look for these sorts of things by status. So one of the things that might be quite useful is to just get a quick list of the items in your unstocktaken list that are actually currently issued to students. And likewise, you can look in those ones for items that are missing at Stocktake or are lost. As we saw, there shouldn't be any items that are stocktaken that are missing at Stocktake or lost, because that automatically changes as you Stocktake those items. Once you've got all the printouts that you need for the Stocktake, then it's time to finalize that Stocktake by going to Utilities and to Stocktake Cleanup. And that last step here is to find all the items by library we're going to make missing at Stocktake. So all the items that are unstocktaken when you are finished, then you will proceed to make those ones missing at Stocktake. And that is your Stocktake done for the year. I hope that's useful. Thanks for watching. Ka kite.